first presenter tonight is some guy called Lewis King. Whoa, it's me. Hey, yeah, wee. Hi. So, I'm not a very motivated person. This is my default state of me when I was 2, trying to be a cat. And I've not evolved ever since then, to be honest. I don't know if anyone can relate to this. However, last year, and I'm kind of boasting a little bit, I did both a 10K for charity and a 10-mile race, get me. Also, a kind of time in my life where it was a little bit rough for me. It was trying to deal with a few things, but I managed to kind of do that. And I hate running. I really hate running. Now, I don't think you see this quote here. I saw it on here. It says, "You know you're addicted to running when your least favorite workout of the week says rest." Said no one ever. So I'm very unmotivated about that. But I've been trying to think how and why would anyone actually do this? It's mad. And I thought of 3, I've kind of summed it down to 3 sort of reasons that kind of linked in the way. So number 1, pressure. Last year I found an opportunity to do the 10K for a local homeless charity. So immediately I was like, oh, damn it, there's a deadline. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to start training and get going with this. And that was really good because I also started posting it on social media as well, doing little videos and stuff. So basically there were people going, you better run. And also I was doing it for charity, which meant I had to raise money as well. And I never did that before. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to do that. But like there was a sort of, the pressure, all that was a kind of combined pressure there. So that's kind of one reason for doing it for me. Now, another reason is inspiration. But I feel like inspiration is like, you kind of have to have your own unique inspirations, unique to you, what works for you. Now, for me, I internalized a lot of things from my granddad. He was a long-distance runner. He wasn't, unfortunately, Steve Austin, the $6 million man, but he ran a lot. He did a lot of running. And also, he actually, when he got diagnosed with cancer years ago, and it actually made him they said it made him live longer, essentially, from doing that because he was so fit and healthy. He hated running. And I know this because he had to trick himself to do it. He would sometimes wear his running gear when he went to bed. So when he waked up, he would go, oh shit, I'm going to have to go anyway. He would do things like get a bus one way, so he had to go back, just because he had to do it. So when I did this 10K, I immediately signed up to do this 10-mile race. And again, I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to do this. But this time, I didn't put it on social media. I was just kind of going, right, I'm just going to do this. I've got this aim. I kind of feel like I know a time I could do. I've guessed it. I'd like to beat that. I'd like to do the distance. I'd like to do the time. And that was a sort of challenge for me. I was doing that for me, man. And as I was doing that, I was training for that. I realized that actually I get a lot of things out of running. Like, I don't know for you guys, it's a good, if you do that, any exercise is a good kind of stress relief. I quite enjoy it because it's a good way of clearing your head. I like going outside, trees and stuff. I also really like making really, really bad playlists to get me motivated. And like plotting little routes. You can get little things online where you can plot little routes to go around. And I used to run around the river and everything, and it was really good. I enjoyed doing all that. There was little aspects to it. So when it came to doing the day, it was in New York. It was a sunny day, so I plastered myself up with sun cream, and I realised there was a lot of things actually whilst I was running that was interesting discovery. Like when you went along, there was loads of kids holding their hands out for high fives, and after the first 2, I was like, this is all right. And then I got extremely competitive for trying to get as many high fives as possible whilst racing. And that was, you just kind of forgot that things were running. Also, there were times where there was a lot of scenic areas, and you get little people that pop out in the villages to come and encourage you. And also just do nice things like hand out sweets, which is a weird thing to do whilst you're running to suck on a hard-boiled sweet, which is a choking hazard. But it was a nice thing to do. So I realized that the third reason was it was for me, man. I was doing this for self-respect, pride, or something like that. But it was an aim. I wanted to achieve something, and I enjoyed that. So I feel like if you want to do that, it's New Year's, you've got to figure out what works for you. People might know of that park run thing you can do on Saturday mornings. That's me on a Saturday morning. I can't do that, but sometimes I run into work because I have to go into work anyway, so I might as well do that. So last night I signed myself up to do a half marathon. So shit, I'm gonna have to do that now. That's my mantra. Just run, you bastard. Figure out what works for you. Thank you. Hey.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can see others on the Bettakultcha YouTube channel. Subscribe now and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded.